Resident Evil 2 Remake, where we got to the liquors, and since playing this, I've learned that there's a thing on the boss, which is that the amount of weapons that you have affects, you know, it's like it's got a weird balance. It's not like the original. So there's also balancing. So the more ammo you have, the harder it will be to kill the boss. So that's why it used up all of our ammo to kill the boss. Okay, so we got to the liquor that I remember. And we were in the basements. But we seem to be somewhere else. It's been a while since I played. And I don't know what's forward and what's backwards, so... But I felt like playing. We need to complete this. I've also bought Resident Evil 3 Remake things. Right, that's backwards. So, you know... I'll get around to playing that as well eventually. I played Resident Evil Resistance a fair bit, which is mostly why I bought the remake when it was cheap. To play that before, you know, the game dies, because it's an online multiplayer. And that will eventually die, right? Okay. I think this is back out into the city and this is progress. But not into the basement? Did we skip ahead? Does my continue weird? Has my save got corrupted and we're further ahead? No, this is into the basement. We just went through a detour through the sewers. The big guy is about to get crushed, right? By a car. Just a little forgetful on everything. So, you know, it's been a long time. Sherry, it's a terrible idea. It's closed. But normally, in the original, doggos would be coming. But in this one, the tyrant comes. Now, what happens if I choose not to go over there? What happens if I choose to go into the unintended? Just go the proper way, you know? And go into the level. It's locked. Okay. I saw the red light and it was like, you can't go here yet. You need to go trigger the cutscene. Fine. Yes, we go trigger the cutscene. Again, that one's also locked. I don't know what's down that door. I don't know if we actually ever looked in there. We died to some bullshit with the liquor, though. We need a key card. I was literally about to say the same thing. I was like, was I supposed to have a key card at this point?
Here, come on.
That's an interesting way that it triggers the cutscene, though. You know, it's like, you need this, but you don't have. And I was like, shit. Was I meant to have this and I didn't pick it up or something?
I've been looking everywhere for you, Sherry. Brave little girl to leave your house in the middle of this mess. On the ground, hands behind your head.
You can't be serious.
Just aiming your gun at your daughter?
Now.
The smoke effect on the gun, that's actually clever that they programmed that well.
Tie your hands.
Why are you doing this?
Shut up.
He doesn't look natural. I know he's chunky and all, but there's something unnaturally chunky about him. Did this happen last time? Also, wasn't I playing Leon?
Child endangerment for starters. Sherry,
I don't know.
come here.
What are you gonna do to her?
None of your fucking business.
You hurt her.
Okay, so he takes her.
Stars and I.
Sherry, get over here. What's your name?
Is it relevant if you're gonna kill us?
Claire.
Sherry, you come with me now, or say goodbye to Claire.
Okay, I'll go. You better be taking me to my mom.
Absolutely.
Don't listen.
Sounds like a lie.
Shit.
Absolutely, I'll say whatever you want to
Hurting her,
you
please.
to come.
Don't tell me how to do my job.
Stop! Let me go! Let me go!
Obviously, nobody taught you manners.
Okay, so he drops something.
Oh, yes, we will.
Let me go!
We use the grate to open our
Get you, you fucker!
bindings. And they are away. We're stuck in here. Okay, maybe the Nemesis doesn't get crushed yet.
Stay safe, Sherry.
See, it's that long ago that I don't even remember. I'm sure we were playing as Claire,
Okay.
right?
Key card first. Then that asshole gets what's coming to him.
Okay, keycard first. Right, that's locked. Okay, is anything open now? The yellow over there. Again, you know, we've used all our grenades. That's a hand grenade. That doesn't count. Parking garage. Okay, so these two doors are now open, even though they weren't before. You'd think that the pocket fob that we just picked up would be interactable to read or look at, right? Okay, so there were lickers through the big door. What's in this one?
Must be where that guy came from.
Okay, so he opened all the doors. Ah, this is like shortcut back up into thing. And we need the diamond key to get in there. Express elevator to the chief's office, not for general use. Okay, I guess we need a special item to use it because the elevator call button isn't working. Map! Perfect. Okay, so now we've got the basement map. And that'll show us everything. That shows that it's the diamond. Okay, so we went into the firing range. There's a thing in the corner back there. The kennels is where the liquors get us. That's all full of liquor, by the way. I don't think we got the map last time. Raccoon Monthly, June. Attention all Raccoon City heroes. Who is the most feared hero, most respected man in town? The answer should be obvious to any resident of our fair city. Okay, Chief Brian Irons. Man scares of chief set of criminals ever. A stern father that loves every last one of us sinful citizens. Chief Irons, known for great charity work, including big contributions to the orphanage, support for abused women, art preservation, stealing children, and animal conservation. Let us know if they're missing anything. Yes, just when does our great hero sleep? When I ask, the city is my extended family. I'm just doing what I'll do for my family, Chief Irons said with a soft smile.
That bastard is the police chief?
So, yeah, you're missing something. I mean, I added it to your references, but you are missing something. Some iron brew. There's some big cans, to be fair. Kampa, Arla, Akla, Ayla. I don't know what the other things are. It's not very easy to read. They're very blurry. Okay, so because he came through here, that opened that. Ow. Liquors be that way. Do I want to go there early? I don't know if they only spawn after we come this way. I don't remember that part. That's just the fire hydrants. I do remember that they do spawn after coming this way. Now, also... where is it? Get reacquainted with the controls. So that's a grenade. We don't want to do that. How do I slash with the knife? I guess you need a knife to slash with the knife. Item to be disposed. Key to patrol car 7439. Bent key no longer suitable. Usable, but can still open the car's doors and trunks with its keyless entry button. Okay. A box. Which I presume costumes added. We got some shitty 8-bit model of the original. Well, it's not 8-bit. Something inside. Probably a key fob. It is! It's the bent car key. A well-worn key. Okay, so that'll allow us to get into the boot of the car. And the cars are back outside, so I should probably go back out there. Message from Mr. Raccoon. Look out for the raccoon toys. Some people have been shooting them, which was why I was looking. Is there another one in here? I think it gives you something like really, really, really useless. But, you know. We kind of still want it. Okay, so have I avoided spawning the lickers? Really? You can't just load them into the grenade. Like, they're even saying it's loaded with reds. What? Grenade launcher. Sing around, like, firing both flame and acid, and that's flame rounds. I guess they removed resin reloads. Okay, so in the remake they've removed, like, the resinous reloads. Which is, you know, what I used to do. Oh, that's interesting. It seems to already be destroyed. So, is it like clicks continue? So, even though we went back to the death point, and that zombie also seems to be dead, that maybe was meant to be alive in here. Does continuing persist with those items? Right, so that's a diamond, which you could clearly see on the door, but I wanted to touch it just in case it didn't update the map. That's interesting that the Mr. Raccoon thing is already dead. Because that's after where we saved. But I guess continuing. Also, complete liquor hole. Don't lick a hole. That sounds wrong. Okay, so we're going to end up in there and then something is going to be coming for us. I guarantee. But, okay, so that's locked. I'm going to go back to here. And that blood stain is very interesting. It's like blood water. It was very visible until we got really, really close to it. That's like urine. Or vomit. I think if I go down there, it triggers the lickers. So I'm just going to avoid that for now. There's probably dogs in here after we trigger the lickers. Car key. The ignition is vents. Okay, that did open it. Ooh. A JMB HP3. I don't mind if I do. High-powered pistol. Because what we're using at the moment is SLCs. Okay, they're both handguns. 5-shot capacity, 9mm, 13 shots. First, use double stock magazines. Marvel of firepower and can hold due to how many rounds it can hold. Once we've used the 5, I guess we switch to that because that just holds more. But it's a shame you can't unequip the gun. You know, take the ammo out. Because that would be pretty useful, right? To take my pistol ammo back out. Keep the area clean. Viruses. There's a worker's helmet. And the lickers, I'm going to presume are a lot like Tormented Souls. And like, their sounds activated. Though I was sneaking past that one. And it still found us. Because for the most part, they seem to be sound activated. Like, I hear it. It's munching on something. I'm going to take this whilst we can. Sure. It's blue and green. Now, you don't get the temporary invulnerability for mixing all three like you did in the OG. I need to put that in a box. I'm using the green herb because we don't have space for things. We do maybe have the opportunity to shove the grenade into something's mouth as a mouth as a last resort, don't die sort of thing. I think that works like that, but I'm not certain. High powered gunpowder, acid rounds, perfect. I combined it because I thought, well, it should combine into something, right? And we need the slot. I'll take some extra acid rounds. High. Nice, very textured AF. He kinda doesn't see us. He kind of smells us a bit, but he also kind of doesn't. So, you know, if we go slow and steady, we should be fine, right? Opium. Right. I'm going to get a look in the morgue, but there's clearly a way of opening that. Maybe we don't have the way right now. That's... Okay, autopsy records. Justin Hanson. Male, 39. Found dead in jail cell, bed by staff. Hands are still clenched tight due to rigor mortis, which should be coming to an end. Rigor mortis comes to an end. It's highly likely he died just after lights out. Deceased was known kleptomaniac, incarcerated multiple times. Instantly, he would steal even while in jail, though that was consistent with his clinical diagnosis. I don't know what he would be stealing. There's not exactly a lot you can steal in jails that I'm aware of. Okay, is there actually anything in here for us? Okay, I don't remember if one or another has zombies in. I think it wouldn't let me pull it out any further. I guess that's just because zombie. Clearly. Maybe it's just because there's nothing in there. He's very much alive. Okay, so maybe we want... Well, rigor mortis, right? Rick and Mortis. He's stiff. He's got something clenched in his hands. Not that. And that's why this probably can't be pulled out, because, you know... Okay, well, his hand's wide open. He got the diamond key. I'm making a lot of noise right now. I don't have a crank. Okay. Zombies. Maybe it was the zombies. Maybe the zombie made a lot of noise and attracted the liquor. Again, I'm going carefully so they shouldn't smell or see me. They were eating the dead dogs. They shouldn't. But, you know, you can't guarantee anything, right? Okay, we didn't die to bullshit this time. Yet. Okay, the banging is probably to make you run straight into that liquor. Right? that was literally hanging off the ceiling there. Her hair is shivering. Okay, I was trying to activate the map with the map button. It wouldn't work. Elevator controls, or I've got to go in the side room. We've got to go for that, then the elevator controls. There's probably something good in there. Here's probably where the zombies start coming out. But we have to look. Did he react to me opening the door? Okay, that zombie that was dead in there before is now alive. I see it. The raccoon statue is still missing. But it's nice to know that he is alive. Wonder why he didn't attack us when we went in there before. Okay, 1 diamond key. Gotta use it all up as well before it goes. Red herb. Okay, well, we're making the triple combination. I don't care if it doesn't give you any immunity. Still save slots, and it's still useful. Roll of film. Shit. Tick means I can discard it, right? Like, there's literally no other use for this that I'm aware of, right? Does it have other uses? I have to quickly look. Obtain for the gun. Yeah, I think that's all it's useful for. Like, you know, I would like, other than the big tick on it that says, you know, you can discard it. Because, you know, if you haven't played in a while, you don't know that that necessarily means you can just get rid of this now. The original, it used to tell you as you used it, it's like, this is no longer useful, would you like to discard it? That would have been handy. No, there's no other use for this, so get rid of it. They definitely hear the door. Hear it running. They definitely hear the door. They definitely hear the door. He heard the door. He went for it. Okay, I think we're safe. I'm gonna... He heard the door. Unlock. Open. Another blue herb. That's probably going to attract a lot of attention. That's more high-grade gunpowder. Okay. Some really disgusting mess of food. That's surely not a zombie. Ooh. Shoulder stock. Okay, so it doesn't combine with that, doesn't combine with that, doesn't combine with that. So, you know, there's reasons to come back for the shoulder stock, for the high-grade gunpowder, and the other things. But we're not necessarily going to make ammo because of the weird balancing mechanic in this game where if you have lots of ammo, the bosses are harder. So, you know, lots of ammo and lots of heals mean you're just going to have a harder and more annoying time than if you have hardly anything. So, you know, maybe we should be killing all of the monsters that we come across, because unlike the originals where saving ammo and heals and stuff is good, in this game it actually just works against you. There's also a green herb, which does get marked on the map just because we saw it. Okay, that's nice that that is marked on the map. So we can see that there's, like, stuff in the armory. Ooh. Like a submachine gun. Okay. White door! I don't know. White door, I guess, means we haven't interacted with it. So we haven't even tried to get into the linen room. The armory. And then this entire section is new. So I'm going to go through to the private collection room first and foremost. And we're probably about to face Mr. X, right? Copy of emails to Chief Irons. As a thank you for your unwavering support, I deposited a small sum into your account to use as you see fit. I hope I can count on you to maintain surveillance over your subordinates, especially ones who survived the mansion. Get rid of them first. Okay, so he was involved in the first game. And he's bribed. I ran into some trouble with Umbrella headquarters. A suit wants you to take the fruit of my research away, but don't worry. It'll all blow over soon. You just keep doing what I tell you to, and everything will be alright. Wesker. Police Chief Irons, you are up to the security around my lab. Your muzzleheads are to shoot any suspicious person on sight. Doesn't matter if you kill them, even under the impression. I'm so close to complete. Oh, maybe it's not Wesker, it's the G-Virus man. I'm no asshole to get in my way. Get your shit together and do your fucking job. I told you I need more security and stewards. Don't you know how critical time it is for me? That's money I could pay you whatever you want I take, but not before. Why don't you all get that? Never forget how expendable you are. E-Virus man. Who became the monster. If I shoot that in the head or anything, probably not. He's also got the Mona Lisa, but the sad Mona Lisa doing a weird thing with her hands. The one before or after she smiles. Timer, a big crockhead with wine. Big bird. Okay, it's time to dump things. The grenade launcher. Heals, grenades. Don't need the roll of film right now. We also don't need two guns. Like, you just have that one. I will keep the better gun. Got red jewel. We've got lots of high grade gunpowder. Save point. Now, did it use ink ribbons? I forget. I could go back downstairs and nab all the shit and put it in a box, but effort. Okay. So the heel's sitting there for now. Does use ink ribbons. Okay, I'm sure we've got some in a box. Submachine gun ammo. Nice. We don't have the submachine gun yet though, so that also goes into the box. What is that? Menacing eye. Do you want my flower? This one in particular. There's a menacing look to her. Taxidermy log. White-eared male, approximately 6 years old, 6'1". Okay, please how it turned out. I may be getting tired working these puny things. Time to move on to more challenging animals. Siberian tiger, 4 years old. Nearly came when I nearly came when I sliced its yellow belly open and its warm guts. Okay, that's a... Really? I still smell of wild beast. This is the life. Ew. Ew. You are a disgusting fellow. Like, seriously, that makes you come? Really? That's what gets you off, slicing open an animal. Disgusting. The specimen's body is soft, sweet, and white all over, and it's all mine forever. You are a creepy fellow. Pig 22. Like, that's seriously creepy. Like, it's all mine forever. That's super creepo. Creepo G. Literally. I mean, you know, I guess you have to be something else to be a taxidermist, but that is super disgusting. Like, really, to get off on that, you are the most disgusting fellow in the world. Like, that's also got a tick on it saying, you don't need it anymore. But no, for the most part, I guess I'm keeping things that I don't need anymore. But key, I can afford, you know, we don't need to keep everything. Do I not have any save points, actually? Ink ribbons. Okay, we got 2 ink ribbons. So, not a lot, to be fair. Okay, so he's got some deer heads, he's got a wolf, he's got a fox, he's got the raccoon. There's the deer that he was talking about. Eagle, crocodile, armadillo! Lots of animals. Noble goats. Jesus. They did him a rescue. He doesn't exist yet. Here's the tiger that he came all over. There's dead birds in here. Like, he hasn't even posed it that interesting. But it's not an interesting pose. So it's not even a good taxidermist. This room has birds in, I feel. Maybe. Like in Resident Evil 1, it absolutely. Boobs. They have actually drawn the boobs. They were weirdly out of perspective. Ink ribbons, a royal type. Some ink and masks. There was something off about those boobs. Is it proper artwork? I don't know. A dodo! He killed a fucking dodo and stuffed it as well. Jesus Christ. That's like literally extinct. Was endangered, but now it's literally extinct. Okay. That's a parking permit, not a key card. So, the wire cutters you would think would be useful in here. I guess we need to find specific pieces to plug into. Dodos are literally extinct and you stuffed a dodo. I mean, to be fair, the people that were transporting the dodo kept cooking them and eating them on the back home because apparently they were too tasty. And that's why they went extinct. Okay. The hearts. Perhaps. What a relief. Bump. Relief depicting a pair of lovers. It is the heart key is literally a fancy looking key. I could see it. I thought maybe we needed to put the heart key inside of it. No, it is just the heart key. For which description regarding the electronic lock on the door in the police chief's office, it sounds like something needs replacing. You'll need to find some power panel parts to fix the issue. Fortunately, repairmen from one of the stores in the station to repair the bell in the clock tower. So look at the clock tower. We sent a few parts with him. On a dead body, on a zombie perhaps? Or probably left one in the 3rd floor east storage room, and if something goes wrong, you need more than one. Please don't hesitate to seek them out in the clock tower. Okay, so you're literally telling me the places where they are. Find the power panel part. I can do that. That's not terrible. But there's something off with that boob. Now are there birds in here? Okay, so I'm going to be walking slowly all the time from now on. Just because... You know, I've been playing that other game. And I feel like that's the right thing to do. Okay, so that'll take us out to the stairs. That needs a crank. There's a safe in there. I do like that everything is like telling us things that we've missed and things that we can do. On the roof. Is there a way to go? There's how you go up the floor. Okay, so that'll take us up to the roof. Which will take us up to these things. East storage room. And the clock tower. Have we been in the clock tower? I guess not. So, we've got a ink ink ribbons. And we got some key. I know we haven't made a lot of progress, but we've got plenty of ink ribbons. We can afford to save. Hardcore. Like, pretty much you get infinite spots, right? Haven't played in a while. 2019. 2022 now. Yeah, we haven't played in a while. Let's just overwrite to save one. I'm not going jump.